good thoughts bear good fruit. Yeah. It's time to eat. Fin fans up north, fin fans in the south, to the east, and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. This is going to be a quick shot. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Miami Dolphins receiving corps and, what's going to be happening with them. Tua has come into a situation where he could be quarterbacking the best receiving corps, that we've had since the Marx Brothers. And this can be a aerial season that like no other. And I tell you, right now we got, as it stands, we have Tyreek Hill as 1, we're going to have Waddle as 2, and we're going to have Cedric Wilson is 3, and behind these guys we're gonna have Trent Sheffield, we're going to have Eric Isnakama, and we're gonna have Lynn Bowden Jr. and Preston Williams will make the cut somewhere in there, I believe. And what we need to understand, and also we have like Cody Core and Devontae Dedman and Braylon Sanders. What we need to understand is that Tyreek Hill is already a monster in his own right on the field. We all know about Tyreek Hill. He is a receiver that you're going to have to account, that defenses are going to have to account for. Jalen Waddle is the same way, and he's going to be unleashed this year like no other. And we're going to be looking also at Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson is the secret that no one's talking about for the Miami Dolphins. He's going to be eating when it comes to the slant routes and the outside. He is going to be eating, and he's already an opposing wide receiver out there. He stands about 6'3", and the whole middle is going to be his, because what's going to happen is that Miami is just going to let the top come off with Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and while that's happening, Cedric Wilson is going to eat in the flats and through the middle, and it's going to be hard to stop. Teams are probably going to be trying to run like cover 4s with us, and they do that, it's going to be hard for them. However, though, even if they ran if they started running cover 2s, defenses on our offense, it's going to be crazy nonstop. I mean, just picking them apart like people picking at a smorgasbord. That's what it would be for our quarterback and our right receivers, because you would have to you have to look at Cedric Wilson in the middle, then you have to look at Gesicki, and they are already going to command a lot of attention going over the middle and in the flats. And when you have Waddle and Tyreek Hill and Isnakama just taking the tops off of everything that they can throw at us, and requiring defenses to stack them, it's going to be definitely hard for any defense to cover us. Now, keep in mind, the caveat of all that is the quarterback. And again, it goes all the way back to Tua. He's the commander of the ship. If Tua is given the keys to start, and let's just say he's beaten out in practice by Skyler, which is, it could happen. I'm not saying it's gonna, but I'm just saying it could happen. Things could happen. And Tua's given the keys to start, and one of Tua's deficiencies is the fact that he doesn't anticipate. and that gets him into trouble. So let's just say that happens, and and another thing, he doesn't read defenses quite well. Although he can read them, he's not really good at it. So if defenses like try to show a man coverage, and then what they do is they jump into like a cover, and they drop back to confuse Tua, like a couple years ago what the Broncos did to Tua, and exposed Tua for not being able to really read a defense. And a lot of teams still do it today, and Tua has problems still. Then we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. And I think that unless Tua picks up on the anticipation and he picks up on his reads, we're definitely going to have a lot to work with. I think that with a quarterback in there that knows the anticipation and knows how to pick up on the reads, and it will make our receiving corps more successful, and it will legitimately make the threat of our receivers just being able to catch the ball 30 yards downfield and just take it to the house. And it will open up the middle like no other. So it's all going to come down to the quarterbacks. I think our receivers, I think we have the potential to have a couple 1,000-yard receivers and some of our other receivers going over 500 yards. That's what I am looking at, and I'd even say that at least one of the receivers would have like 10 touchdowns, at least one of them, and the minimum receivers would have on our football squad on the Miami Dolphins team would be 3 touchdowns, the minimum, and we're going to be looking at some good things from our receivers, and we'll probably get, like I say, a couple 1,000-yard receivers on the team as well. I just see it happening. It's possible. I mean, Tyreek Hill did it with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. They did it in the same year. So I mean, it's quite possible to have that. We might even it's possible we could have 3,000-yard receivers on the team with multiple touchdowns between them all. So we'll find out what's going to happen. Let me know what your thoughts, comments. Fin fans up north, Fin fans in the south, to the east, and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to take a look at our gear. Clicking with the Fin Fan. You can check out the links below. And also know that your support with this helps our artist, and it also helps what we're doing here with Clicking with the Fin Fan. And a good thing about it all is you also get free shipping with that. So just take a look at the gear that we got. Grab something for you, your boo, significant other, your kids, whatever.